Ah, there you are, little witch. Come to escort me to the High Enchantress, I presume? Wonderful. Let us be off. Ah, did you rest well? I slept like the dead after we came back from the woods. Good. Now, I've been thinking, and it's not fair that I'm the only one who'll be rewarded for taking care of our little wolf problem. Did the High Enchantress promise a reward to you as well? She did. What was it? She was considering teaching you more powerful magic? That sounds more like a perhaps and not an absolute promise. This will not do. Oh, don't you fret, my dear. Leave it to me, and I will see that you receive a fair reward. Welcome back, Countess Swan, and my dear pupil. Please, make yourselves comfortable. Countess, some refreshment for you is in the usual decanter. Why, thank you, High Enchantress. Ah, a black bear. A prime specimen as well. I do hope you didn't trouble yourself hunting this beast down for me. It was a little difficult, but we endeavored to show only the greatest hospitality to our guests. Once you are settled in, please tell me, in detail, what happened with the werewolves. Very well, I will waste no time. Shortly after we ventured into Orlok Forest, we were attacked by a werewolf. The beast was easily slain, but their great and powerful leader soon made herself known. Chiefess Lainari the Radiant informed us that it's primarily the Silverfangs clan that carries the most disgust for not just your witches, but any mortals who trespass onto their lands. Lainari said she is endeavoring to resolve matters with them, but most of their unrest is due to the fact that you, High Enchantress, and your witches have increased harvesting resources from the forest. I see. My advice in this matter would be reaching out to settlements like Starzova to request building resources, rather than taking more than your share from the werewolf's territory. Well, that would be awfully convenient for you, wouldn't it, Countess? You might rule from the shadows, but I'm certain an increase in trade will make you an exceedingly wealthy woman. Darling, I already am a wealthy woman. It's true that opening up trade with Umbramourne will make me richer, but that's not what I want from you, or your city, nor should that be your concern. Enlighten me, then. What should be my concern? The safety of your coven, obviously. This is not about one vampire getting richer, but about how much you care for your witches. My pupil, perhaps you should step outside. You will stay right where you are, little witch. Or are you embarrassed that I'm right, High Enchantress? Certainly not. I will consider your advice, Countess, but I will reassure you, both of you, that all my efforts are with my coven's best interests at heart. I'm certain they are. Thank you again for this blood. It's truly delicious. You're welcome. But now I have to ask, is this result acceptable? Or were you hoping for complete decimation of the werewolf population, which is ambitious but a far more costly endeavor? I appreciate your efforts, Countess, and yes, this outcome is acceptable for now. I will instruct my witches and laborers to refrain from encroaching on the werewolf territory, for now at least, until we find an alternative way to source our wood and stone, as well as other necessary components. Glad to hear it. Now the question arises, have you thought about what boon you wish to ask of me? I have. It's also a reward for my dear little witch standing beside me, so it'll benefit us both. Go on. I know of a spell that can only be conducted on ley lines of great power, such as the one that we both know is located near Umbramourne. It is a ritual known as Speak with Celestial Prophets, which will summon a glass spectre and compel it to answer a single question. You will teach this ritual to my companion here, my dear little witch, who risked their life to protect me while we sort out the werewolves. They will conduct the ritual, and I will ask the question. With respect, Countess, are you out of your mind? You wish to summon a servant of the god of death? You have no idea what kind of power you are reaching out to, especially one who carries such disdain for undead creatures like yourself. Creature, High Enchantress. I am the Countess Swan, and I will take what I am owed. You granted me a boon, and as stipulated, so long as it brings no harm to you or your coven, you will do it. If the ritual is completed correctly, then no harm will come to those concentrating on the spell. This is what I want. You should have specified how powerful this boon will be, but it's too late now. Be that as it may, I still do not think it wise for a young witch to have a hand in such a powerful ritual. And disturbing the glass spectres may lead to disastrous bad luck. If I may grant a little more advice, High Enchantress, I would think twice before going back on your word. I do not just represent myself, but the power and might of the vampire court. If you deny me my reward, it is an insult against the entire court. And we will take what is owed to us, be it in magic or in blood. Is that understood? Are you trying to intimidate me, Countess? No, I'm educating you. In exchange for you showing the greatest hospitality to your guests. You do not want me as your enemy, Asteril. So save your magical superstitions and give me what I have earned. Very well. My pupil, it seems that you will indeed be educated in the ways of greater magics. This ritual is difficult and require the focus of at least 2 spellcasters to stabilize it. So I will be present at the ritual as well, and you will heed my instruction. Is that understood? Should others from the coven assist us? No. It is already an ill idea to perform this ritual. The fewer who know about this, the better. I am glad you saw reason, High Enchantress. Now, where will this ritual take place? There is a sacred cliff that you may have seen from afar. The blue roses that grow there are in such tangled abundance that they look like a waterfall flowing from the cliff's edge, their petals reflecting the silvery light of the moons. I am familiar with it, yes. You can see it clearly from the city square. It is indeed quite spectacular. That is where the interlacing of ley lines is at its strongest, and where the ritual will take place. When? One moment, please. Looking at the star charts for the next few months, we should have the correct alignment. Tomorrow night. Gods preserve us all. Wonderful! I assume you and my little witch can gather all the needed components in time. Our resources are already stretched thin, but I will honor my word. We will make this work. My pupil, after you have escorted the Countess back to her inn, you are to return here so that I may prepare you for tomorrow night's ritual. You will need all your strength and wisdom to be able to assist. No need. I can easily find my way back. And besides, it's still early in the evening. I might take the scenic route, partake in the local music and merriment, send some correspondence, little things that you need not concern yourselves with. Very well. Is there anything else we can do for you at this time? Not at the moment, thank you. I'm just glad we were able to resolve this, and I look forward to seeing the magic my dear little witch is capable of. And of course, you as well, High Enchantress. Of course. My pupil, please show the Countess the door. Then prepare yourself for a long and arduous evening of study. Until tomorrow night, then. Good evening. Good evening. Bet you weren't expecting that, were you, little witch? You're welcome, by the way. Now, you be a good witch and study hard, and I will see you tomorrow. It's certainly going to be a night we'll never forget. If you enjoyed this ASMR tale and want to become one of the incredibly kind souls featured here, then please consider supporting me on Patreon. To access my Discord server, attend my monthly live narrations, and enjoy other perks, click on the Patreon link below. Don't forget to check out my merch store on Fourth Wall to pick up some stickers or pins featuring your favorite characters, or a stylish shirt to show your support for the Seraph of Stories. You can also catch me live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evening, so be sure to drop by sometime. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, and stay wicked and wonderful.